Hello and welcome back to the WWE 2K14 universe. I am your host Chich and you are watching Superstars. No. Well, Daniel Bryan was once initially embracing these yes chants towards the end of Season 3, but upon his loss at WrestleMania, he has become relatively upset, to say the least. He doesn't want to take part in these right now. He's not a very happy guy, but he has said that tonight he is going to continue his former reputation as the giant slayer that he was becoming here on Monday Night, well, over on Monday Night Raw / here on Superstars. So tonight, Daniel Bryan has issued a challenge to any new big superstar on Monday Night Raw, whether they be drafted over or whether they be a new signee. Daniel Bryan will promise to make them tap out. He's beaten the Great Khali, he's beaten Tensai, he's beaten some big people in his past. What giant will he get? Then we just wait. So sometimes these go by like instantly and sometimes these take really long. I actually looked up because I noticed this game was already lagging again. Apparently this game was pretty laggy on the PS3 anyway. That might not actually be my capture program. Well, yeah, sure. That is a very, very big individual answering the challenge of Daniel Bryan. Very big. The debut of Yokozuna here on Superstars. Should make for a interesting one-on-one encounter. Daniel Bryan, as I said before, he's beaten some very big guys. Most notably for that, I would say, is probably the Great Khali, a man who was damn near 2 foot taller than him. And this should be a very interesting challenge. A new superstar in the WWE joining the Raw roster. Well, here we go, Daniel Bryan. Not hesitating, he goes straight with those strikes, and okay, he's got the big man down off his feet right away. That's impressive. And okay, never mind. Well, Daniel Bryan just brought down immediately there. Yeah, I can't really tell if the lag I've been getting with this game is because of my capture card or if it's because of this game. Because apparently this game does just generally get really laggy on the PS3. So let me just quickly reset that and see if that does anything. Yeah, I looked up WWE 2K14 PS3 lag because I was curious if anyone was ever talking about that when this came out, and yeah, there were people saying like it ran slower on the PS3 than it did in general on the 360, which makes sense. I have come to find the PS3 is a lot weaker. Shame, but it makes sense. So maybe it's just that. I don't know. Either way, it's only for this season, and then we're on to the games I'll be playing off my PC, and because I'm playing them off of my, well, not my PC, my laptop. My PC couldn't handle them for shit. If I was, because, what am I trying to say here? Because I'm going to be playing them off of that, and it's such a powerful little device, it shouldn't have any lag problems after this season, again, you know, until eventually my laptop becomes outdated, but at the moment it can play, like, everything on the market, so I'm pretty happy with that. A cover attempt here by Yokozuna on Daniel Bryan as Bryan's able to kick out. I noticed that Bryan is most certainly struggling to get any control in this matchup. His arms above the rope there, ref. I know he's not quite clinging on to the rope, but that's not how the rope break works. Well, the fans are in support of Daniel Bryan, and that might be enough to get him motivated. Well, I mean, he did a quick little yes for them all there. We haven't seen, I don't imagine we'll see a lot of that until he's gotten back to where he wants to be. Yokozuna in the corner, Daniel Bryan now. coming off. We've seen this sequence of moves before by Daniel Bryan. I don't know why everybody always tries that clothesline. They should know better. Daniel Bryan going in for a cover. Waste no time. Yokozuna with a kick out. And now Daniel Bryan going straight in for a label lock. That's interesting. And I believe this is, obviously, as it says in his robe there, Mr. Fuji, the manager of Yokozuna, coming into play in this one. Yokozuna, where is he? Sending Daniel Bryan over the ropes. Walking a little funny there.
This match has been 100 miles an hour since the opening bell.
Yokozuna, oh boy. Oh boy. Say it ain't so. Okay, it's not so. Well, that's good. I thought he was going to go for the old barricade break from over there. I mean, I guess devastation would be a strong way to make your debut. Yokozuna setting Daniel Bryan up on the ring post. What is he going to... Oh god, what is this? Oh no. Oh my god, Daniel, move your head. Ooh! That might be the end of Daniel Bryan in this matchup. Daniel Bryan's head just crushed between Yokozuna's bare foot and the ring post. He's up. Just about at the count of 9. Goes for a drop kick. You can tell that there's a little bit of a hesitance in Daniel Bryan's movement now. This guy is not doing great. And once again, Mr. Fuji trying to play his part in this matchup. Can Daniel Bryan force a submission out of this giant Yokozuna? No. Bryan goes for a left hook there, but Yokozuna catches him and strike to the midsections. He chops him down. Wow. Sometimes that's what you need to do, I guess. Kick out by Daniel Bryan. Yokozuna just shoving him down. There's a leg drop. Another cover attempt. Has he got Daniel Bryan this time? No, almost. Into the corner. Oh, damn. Down goes Daniel Bryan. Big knee lift across the head of Daniel Bryan. Yokozuna really making an example out of Daniel Bryan. I tell you, speaking of big guys making their debuts here tonight on Superstar, you may have seen him in the thumbnail already. If you're not familiar with the absolute freak of nature known as Scott Steiner, he'll be making his debut tonight as he faces Zack Ryder. Scott Steiner officially a part of Friday Night SmackDown. Cannot wait to see how he does against Ryder in our main event tonight. Oh. God, until you see Yokozuna lift Daniel Bryan up on his shoulders, you didn't realize how small Daniel Bryan is in comparison. Belly to belly suplex by Yokozuna. This has got to be it. He's got to have pinned this former European champion right here. Bryan with a kick out at 1. This guy is not going down without a fight. Yokozuna sending Daniel Bryan to the corner. What's he going to do? Throw him down. Bryan has been taking a real beating here. It's no surprise he's not moving. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. Oh, wow. Okay, that has got to be it for Daniel Bryan. Crushed underneath Yokozuna. And that's a debut victory over a former champion for Yokozuna, who is officially a part of the Raw roster. What? They don't have like a special victory? They have a generic one? Man, I don't want him to celebrate all generic just because he's got Mr. Fuji in his corner. That's stupid. Well, Yokozuna is victorious. He's, I don't really understand. This animation does not suit him at all. But, whatever. I guess that's what happens when you actually use the managers that are provided specifically for those characters, huh? As we move on, we want to congratulate Yokozuna on a major victory here tonight. And we move on to our next match of the night. Last week we saw Caitlyn debut on Superstars, which I immediately forgot and said she was debuting on Raw. Well done, me. This week we're going to see the debut of Aksana.
To the ring. From Lithuania, Aksana. Here we go.
Well, this is another new diva in the WWE. We've got one more diva still to debut, Summer Rae, but Caitlyn, I think, has come around pretty nicely. She had a good match with Natalya last week here on Superstars. She defeated Natalya 2 days later on Raw in a rematch. We'll see if Aksana can get off to a even stronger start by defeating her opponent tonight. However, she is up against Layla, and Layla is someone that I have felt it's almost criminal hasn't won a championship yet. So, only time will tell how this match will go down. Of course, the Divas Championship must be defended at Extreme Rules 2 weeks from tomorrow night, and at the moment we don't have a contender for Lita's Divas Championship. What is that video? Why? This character model for Layla is so much better than the last season. It is actually a little bit crazy. Wow, this could be an important night for Layla. As I said before, right now we don't really have a contender for the Divas Championship. Perhaps we'll have to find one in the next couple weeks. I mean, obviously Lita getting plenty of time off since her defense against AJ Lee at WrestleMania 3. There really isn't anyone who's been able to step up and beat Lita as it currently stands. Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? So, oh wow, big slap straight away from Aksana. Trying to make a strong impression there. That main event still to come. Scott Steiner and Zack Ryder. I hope Ryder knows what he is in for tonight. I respect that someone had to step up and be the first opponent for Scott Steiner, but this is a guy that I don't think will be spending too much time here on Superstars, much like Yokozuna, who debuted just moments ago. Obviously, a lot of the newcomers here in the WWE that have kind of skipped NXT, they will still be getting their start out on this show, I'd imagine. As obviously they've still got a way to go. Obviously, if it's a returning superstar, you know, someone who was in maybe like season 1 or 2, like Jake Roberts, then maybe they can skip this depending on their rep. But unfortunately, for those that don't know, if you check out the wiki, which by the way I've fully updated, please check it out at some point. That is about 30 hours of writing I've done in the last week. Please give that a fair shot at some point. It's linked in every video's description. I have to plug that. If you want to know when there are updates on that, be sure to follow at justjitch_universe on Twitter. I'm pretty sure there's an underscore in that. Let me just double check, because otherwise, you know, it would be just typical that someone like has my oh no, jitch_universe. Sorry, no, just jitch. That's right. I completely messed that one up. Did I just hear put him in a body bag faintly in the crowd there? I am positive I just heard put him in a body bag. And if I did, oh, that'd be hella big. Get to the back of Aksana there by Layla. I think, honestly, when I think about who should be next in line for the Divas Championship heading into Extreme Rules in 2 weeks' time, I got 4 women in mind that I think would be perfect for the job. Number 1, of course, the woman that faced Lita at WrestleMania 3, AJ Lee. Obviously, AJ defeated Lita way back to win the Divas Championship. I believe it was Hell in a Cell, I want to say, back in October. Lita defeated AJ at WrestleMania. I think we need that third and final match between the two to determine who really is the best with the Divas Championship on the line. That is just my personal take on that match. I also feel like the former 3-time women's champion Tiny Shiny should be given another shot down the line. I feel like it's only natural to give her an opportunity at the Divas Championship once again. She's such an accomplished former women's champion, never held the Divas Championship. It was Lita that ended kind of the momentum of Tiny Shiny. She hasn't really bounced back since, so I feel like that would be quite crucial to give her an opportunity and see if perhaps she can get back up on her feet. I also feel like after an impressive debut week for Caitlyn. I feel like perhaps the underdog, the unexpected one, maybe give Caitlyn a shot and see how far she can go. You'd be surprised sometimes people come right out the starting gate, they win a championship, impress the whole world. I don't know what's going on with Layla right now. And finally, my fourth pick for that will be the woman in the match right now, Layla. I feel like we've waited a very long time for her to win a championship. She's come very close on a few occasions. Her last opportunity against Lita, I believe, was St. Valentine's Day Massacre, I believe. And although she came up short there, I feel like another opportunity, a new season, everything kind of starting fresh. Perhaps this could be Layla's time to finally capture that elusive Divas Championship. That's my, and if I want to go full Booker T and I want to talk about my Fave 5. Wow, okay, that was very flashy of Aksana there. Well, I guess Natalya would have to be my 5th choice. I don't really have a lot of reason for that. Oh, kick out there by Layla. My reason for Natalya being my choice is I don't really know who else there is as an option. I mean, the Bella Twins really haven't proven much. I feel like they've got a lot of work to do. This is Aksana's first match. I think she's been fairly impressive in it, especially with that spinning heel kick a second ago. That was really nice. But I can't really speak for that. And obviously the 9th Diva on the roster, Summer Rae, we haven't actually seen compete yet, so I can't exactly say she should be next in line for the Divas Championship. Extreme Rules is 2 weeks away, and right now I believe the Raw brand not really too clear on any of the matches heading into their first pay-per-view of the season, Extreme Rules. Aksana dropped down there by Layla. Pulls back the ropes. Ooh, jawbreaker there. Cover attempt here. Is this going to be enough to put Layla away? No. Okay, what's going on here? Layla. Uh-oh. Layla looking to DDT Aksana on the hardest part of the ring. And she does. Oh, Layla really showing some signs of hurt there. I think that kick may have connected a little hard. And the skull of Layla. Oh, wow. Aksana back to her feet already. They must build them different in Lithuania. I know a Lithuanian. He was a very nice guy. That's all I can really say. I haven't seen him in a very long time. Nice guy. Snapmare takedown there by Layla. Is this going to be the submission victory for Layla? I could have swore I turned special effects off because I didn't like this camera shaking. Hang on, let me just, not to interrupt this match, but let me just, real quick, just out of curiosity. Oh, it didn't save. Yeah, I turned those off. Apparently they can cause quite a lot of lag, and I don't even like them. Whereas the camera cuts are better because then you're not just viewing everything from the hard cam angle, so those are fine. That's much better. That is so much better. I'll have to go into the options and make sure to fully turn those off again. Maybe it's because oh wow. That big kick to the head there by Layla. Is that going to be enough to pin Aksana? Yes. Well, I think this was a good showing by Aksana in her first match. I think she definitely may have turned some heads, may have impressed a little bit in that one, but Layla with the victory. Congratulations to Layla. Maybe I'm not mistaken to say she should be next to Divas Championship. And Aksana apparently conceding in defeat here tonight, raising the arm of Layla. As we move on, as we move on to our main event, it is Zack Ryder and Scott Steiner one-on-one.
Making his way to the ring from Long Island, weighing in at 214 pounds, Zack Ryder.
You know, I'm starting to wonder if this guy's doing okay. He's not taking care and spiking his hair. His hair's not looking great. Doesn't seem to be quite as in high spirits as he was with his phone. Maybe he just knows what he's up against tonight. I feel like that would be pretty hard to get excited for. This is a big debut I get a feeling this guy's a genetic freak.
Approaching the ring from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 276 pounds, Scott Steiner.
As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, this guy's a genetic freak and that ain't normal. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. What a big, bad booty daddy. Big pop pump. Big popper pump. My something in my mouth just skips over the pop part and just calls him Big Pop Pump every time. Big Popper Pump, Scott Steiner making his debut. Officially a part of the SmackDown roster, so don't you worry, maybe one day we can get a nice flex-off feud between him and Triple H that lasts a good 6 to 8 months. I can do it, guys, don't worry. If you want it, it's yours. Oh wow, okay, Zack Ryder going straight for a forearm. Didn't even seem to be bothered by the fact that Steiner struck him in midair. Were they just chanting? I think they were saying, "Let's go Ryder, woo woo woo," if I had to guess, but wow. You know what? Sometimes I look at the threads I make for Zack Ryder and I go, why is it always him that I make the ones I really like? It's probably because he's the only guy I give orange and purple, and that is such a satisfying color combo. I don't really give that to a lot of people. Scott Steiner set to make his debut, and he has made it abundantly clear he does not intend to spend too much time here on Superstars, but this is where he's required to start. Of course, you may know Scott Steiner in the wrestling world already, fairly established name. Sorry, I've been drinking a lot of Dr. Pepper. Ryder, 2 leg drops in a row. This man, a 4-time Cruiserweight champion. Recently, he was teaming with Brodus Clay. He wasn't finding a whole lot of success with that. Zack Ryder has actually said he feels he's grateful that Brodus Clay was drafted back to Monday nights, as this gives him another chance for a fresh start. A little bit harsh of Ryder to say, but I mean, I guess he's not wrong. Flatliner there by Scott Steiner. Goes in for the cover, and that's just a 2 count. Yes, when it gets really laggy like this, if I quickly press deactivate and activate... Is it still laggy? Yeah, so it's not my capture card then. Because if you deactivate and activate it, that fixes lag 10 times out of 10. So this is just the game. I'm pretty sure... Actually, that's a good point. If I turn on the TV and I have a look... Sorry, I want to get to the bottom of this. I hope it's still lagging. Please still be lagging. Yeah, it's still lagging.
Call your friends. Let them know what's going on right now in this awesome match.
Maybe it is the capture program. That actually looked pretty smooth on the TV. Okay, well, that's not good. I'll have to try and find a way around that anyway. I'll try using my other capture program for the next episode. So if Raw this week seems really low quality, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to not have it lag as much. Big elbow drop there by Scott Steiner with a little bit of personality thrown into the mix. Oh! Wow, okay. Scott Steiner flexing on Zack Ryder, and that's the end of the match. Okay, I was not expecting that to be 3. Yeah, because it's even lagging here, and it's not supposed to lag here.
What an incredible match. That one could have gone either
I'm actually... The custom theme volume doesn't sound like it's too bad. That's good. He doesn't have this theme in the game, for anyone that doesn't know. It's a little quieter than the other themes, but it's not too bad. You can still hear it fairly well. Well, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner is victorious to close out this week's episode of Superstars, and just over a 2-minute match that saw him quickly defeat Zack Ryder here tonight, and I think the future is going to be very bright for Scott Steiner. Thank you all for watching this week's episode of Superstars, and I'll see you in 2 days' time with Monday Night Raw.